Welcome to Idaho Foodie. Today is more of kind of a story of how I learned a plating technique. Basically fried ham, mashed potatoes, and fried corn. This kind of set me on my foodie expedition. I was 7, 8 years old. My 2 older brothers and my dad and myself packed into a place we called Big Meadows. It was 13 miles into the backcountry. To this meadow that's 6 or 7 miles long, 3/8 of a mile wide. And we're packed in there for a couple days, and another guy showed up, set up camp across the valley from us. And my dad and I one evening walked over to talk to him, meet this guy to see who was in the valley with us. So we get over there about dark, and this guy's got 3 mammoth mules, riding one, packing 2, which the significance of that is if you're one person and you have 2 pack animals, especially mules, you can bring anything you want. Cast iron, raw potatoes, weight is not an issue, especially if they're mammoth mules compared to horses. So he could bring anything he wanted. And what he had on his plate, as a little kid, I was standing there drooling. And basically how he plated it up is the real unique part. And that's pretty much the way I've eaten it ever since. So basically we'll get started on the fried ham. Already have the mashed potatoes done. And if you want to see how I do that, I have a mashed potatoes video that you can find and watch. And fried corn. So we'll get going on that, and we'll talk some more. So that gentleman that we met that night, I don't remember his name. I hope he's still out there. He's probably an old timer now, but he has no idea the influence that he had on me with what he cooked that night. Because I'm still talking about it to this day. Still plate my food up the same way as he did then. So we have a ham steak there, and the one that he was eating that night was bigger than that, took up the whole plate. This is just canned corn, drained and dried a little bit, so it fries up. And hopefully you're able to hear that, because that sounds really good. So we'll let those cook and brown the corn a little bit and put a crisp on the ham. So since I didn't know that guy's name, I just referred to him as the packer. He made an impression on me growing up that here's a guy back in there by himself. He was probably early 30s, early mid 30s. 3 mammoth mules, which were impressive, packer saddles, and eating like a king. So we'll let these get cooked up, and we'll be right back. Okay, the ham's just about done, the corn's done. We'll get it plated up here so you see how it's plated up packer style. See, we got the ham out of the skillet. So basically, when he asked me if I wanted the plate, and this was how he was eating it. He had the ham steak on the plate, then the mashed potatoes, and then the corn on top of the potatoes. And basically, since I saw that, that's the way I've always eaten it. Actually make it specifically so I can have it that way. And that's basically what you call packer style. Ham steak, mashed potatoes with the corn, all in descending order. Well, there you have it. Fried ham steak, mashed potatoes, fried corn, served up packer style, which is one of my favorite ways to have that. And hopefully the packer is still alive out there. He's probably getting up there in years. Again, this was over 50 years ago, and basically that's when I kind of started paying attention to how things were served, how it was cooked, who was cooking it, location, basically kind of the definition of what I think a foodie is. But I'm still doing it this way to this day, and I think of that guy because he was the man. 3 mules, Decker pack saddles, and eating like a king way back in the backcountry. So anyway, the good news is it's brown, it's hot, and it's plenty of it. Thanks, we'll talk to you later.